Hello everyone, this is the part 4 of the Packer series, and in this video I'm going to show you the last part of the Packer template, which is called Postprocessor. Okay, so far in the first 3 part of the series we have seen what Packer is, how to build a template using both STL as well as JSON. Then we look at the provisioner like the file and the shell provisioner. In this video, we are going to see a post processor with the help of Docker. Okay. So now the last part is post processor. Post processor. Okay. And what post processors will do, it's going to integrate your Packer with other services like Dockerhub. So what exactly is my requirement is, once my Docker image is created via Packer, okay, once the Packer is going to create this Docker image, it will be uploaded to Dockerhub, and that's what is the role of a post processor. Or if you want to upload this image to AWS that Docker repository, you can even do that. Okay, so I will give you the pointer how to do that, but I'm not going to do this in this video. Okay, so let's get started. Let me create a separate file for that, and I will name it docker image.json. Okay, so first we need to define a builder, right? So I'm going to define builders. Okay, and as we know, builder is like BILDERS. Okay, and this time the type of the builder is, without any surprise, is going to be Docker. Okay, because we are using Docker. What happened? Oh, okay, our builder is Docker. Okay, and the image that I am going to use for this demo is CentOS. So what this is going to do, it is going to pull the image, the CentOS image from Dockerhub. Okay, and now what exactly we want to do, once the image is built, we want to commit that image. So I want to set commit equal to true, and this is a boolean, so I don't want to put it in the quotes. Okay, so let me give you some more idea. So what exactly, how this whole thing works. Okay. So in this case, in a case of a Packer, in order for a Packer to build a Docker image, what Packer will do, it's going to use a Docker daemon. Okay, so when you install Docker in this system, you should have a Docker running, right? I can verify Docker version, or I can check if it is means if any container is running by using a Docker PS. So what Packer uses behind the scene, it uses a Docker daemon. So in order to run this demo, you should have a Docker installed in your system. Okay, and then it's going to commit that Docker image either locally, or like we are going to see in this example with the help of post processor, how to push it to the Dockerhub. Okay, one important point to note, that Packer does not use a Docker file to build the image. Instead, like as we seen, what Packer is going to use, Packer is going to use its own provisioner. And one of the main reason is to build a consistent mental model for whatever the type of image you are going to build across any platform. So rather than using a specified Docker file, what Packer is doing, it's using its own provisioner. Okay, but how to specify the Docker file instruction in your image? Okay, so in order to do that, you need to use something called changes. Okay, and this, so let me do that for this particular image, my work directory is var www.html. Okay, comma, and I want to expose port 80. So in order to specify your Dockerfile parameters, I need to use something called changes. Okay, now just remember one thing, that all your Dockerfile instructions are not supported. Okay, there are a handful of them which you can modify. Let me paste it over here. The ones which you can change. These are the ones which you can change. Okay. Now this is going to build my Docker container, right? Now I want to push this Docker container to the Dockerhub. Okay. So in order to do that, let me introduce something called Postprocessor. Postprocessor. Okay. And it's going to follow the same syntax. Okay. Actually, you need to do it like this, and I will tell you why. Okay. And the type is something called Docker tag. First you need to Docker tag, and the reason is that you need to tag your image before pushing it to the Dockerhub. Now you need to specify the repository. That is the repository of your Dockerhub. So let me show you. Dockerhub. Okay, this is my repository. Okay, so this is the place where I want to push my image. Okay, and the last is I need to specify the tag. So what will be the image tag when we are going to push it? So let me name it 1.0, the first version. Okay, that's it. Now in order to push it, what I need to do? So in the first step, I need to tag the image before pushing it. Now I'm actually going to push it, and I need to use docker-push. Okay. Now before pushing the image to a Dockerhub, we need to make sure that we logged in. Okay. And now I need to give the login underscore username. Okay, I will specify it, and then the next parameter is login underscore password. Okay. We haven't spoke about the variables in the packer, so this is a good time to spoke about it. So the way you can specify the variables in a in a case of a packer is using a variables block. So let me give you this rather than me typing it. Before after builders. Okay, so I have specified these variables, and what these variables will do is going to get this login username using this environment variable. Okay, so what exactly you need to do? You need to do export login underscore username as this one, and similarly login underscore password is your password of your Dockerhub. Okay, now in order to access it, the way you can access this variable is using a parameter called user. So user, okay, then login underscore username, whatever be your, and then user login underscore, what is the name of the login underscore password? Let's close this. Right. Okay. So hopefully I haven't done any typo mistake or did not forget to close any commas. So variables is this. Then we have this builder. I have closed this one. Then I'm using postprocessors. Okay, which is, oh, I forget to add. And then the reason we have specified this because we are specifying the type uh, first as a Docker tag to tag our image, and then Docker push. And first time we have introduced the variables. The way we can specify the variable is this way. If you do not want to get the value from environment, you can directly specify that login name and whatever be the variable value. And then in order to reference it, you need to use user and the name of the variable. Okay. Let's validate this. So packer validate and docker underscore image. Okay. Unknown. Okay, actually it is not postprocessor, it's called postprocessors. Okay, let me validate it again. Okay, failed to prepare build invalid login username template to undetermined raw codes in the string. Okay, let's see what exactly is this. Root 1 invalid user is equal to codes login username. Oh, I forget to close that. It should be like this. It should be like this. Okay. Lots of typo mistake, I know. This time it looks good. And let's build it. Okay, so it's pulling the latest image and then it is pushing to the Dockerhub. Okay, let's go to a Dockerhub and verify it. Okay, so as you can see, a few seconds ago, it's pushed that image. Okay, so this is a little bit about the use of the post processor and how to build a Docker image using Packer. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. If you have any question, please mention in the comment section. I will try my best to answer those questions. But thanks once again.